And so it's that cycle that makes up the attraction that most people are involved in. It doesn't have to be that way, because you have the ability to offer a vibration around or beyond or instead of what's actually manifesting. But most people don't do it because they don't realize they have the power of offering a vibration deliberately. So let's say that you are new to the idea of deliberate creation, and that you're like most people, you've been observing, and what you've been observing has caused you to offer a vibration. So you've got this grid going. It's a wonderful thing that what you're putting out and what's manifesting always match, because when you get hold of the idea that you do have the ability to offer a vibration deliberately, then what's coming back to you is very helpful in helping you to understand what's going on in your grid. So if we were standing in your physical shoes and we had the realization, or the grid filling in, that we had some diminishment, as in the example that you're giving, let's say of eyesight, then we would stop for a time of awareness and we would ask ourselves, what does this diminished eyesight feel like? What is the emotion that comes with it? What would you say it is? When you realize that you can't see as well as you want to, that your eyes are tired or blurry, or what emotion comes with that?
We call an emotion clarity, not feeling clear.
So just imagine for a moment that when you brought the example up, so maybe you have a very real experience of it. What does it feel like
annoying
to you emotionally when you can't see as well as you'd like to?
Annoyed.
And do you think that that pretty well describes it? You just feel annoyed?
Well, it's annoying that I need to read something up close. I need to put some glasses on. It's a hassle. It's an inconvenience.
And what else? And it feels intrusive. It feels unnecessary. Are you mad at yourself about it?
Mad at myself.
Maybe not so much. So we'll leave it at annoyed. So now you have a manifestation that makes you feel annoyed. So now we want to say to you, if something that annoys you is coming back to your grid, that means annoyance has been going out in order to get that back. Helpful?
Yep.
So what kinds of things have you been annoyed at? It didn't just happen when your eyes got bleary.
Obviously, it's been an accumulation over years.
Nothing accumulates over years other than the habit to offer a vibration right now, similarly to what you've been doing. That was big. You're not storing these vibrations up. They're active now. It's like when you tune your radio to a frequency, you're not getting what they played yesterday or last year. You're getting what they're broadcasting right now. And that's what's happening to you too. So that means as the blurry vision is happening now, and you acknowledge that you're annoyed, then as you ask yourself, well, I must have been putting something out that felt like that. What is it? What have I been annoyed about? What is it? What annoys you other than blurry vision?
I'd have to ponder that for a while, because could there be multiple things, like different things that annoy me?
Could be a lot of different things. Could be a lot of different things, but the bottom line is they have a common denominator of an emotion that annoys you.
Right.
So you haven't been all over the place. You've been on the annoyed merry-go-round. You've been on the annoyed one. And so things that match that annoyance get on there with you and annoy you. And the recent thing that annoys you is blurry vision, but it shouldn't surprise you that it got on, because that's where you are.
Right.
And now you know that. What are you going to do about it? Does the vision have to clear up before you stop being annoyed? Or do those annoying people have to stop calling? Does your mother have to move into another town? What has to happen? Do you have to control the uncontrollable in order to not be annoyed? Or does your knowledge that you are annoyed and that you don't have to be, and your knowledge that you're annoyed and that it is bringing back more annoyances, inspire you to want to reach for something that doesn't feel annoying? Could you distract yourself into something else? Is there anything in your world that isn't annoying?
Well, it's just being aware of it, like I am with other emotions, and you take a check on it yourself. So how I might be feeling angry in the moment, and I observe that and go, how am I feeling? I'm feeling angry. How do I want to feel? I don't want to feel angry. I want to feel happy. I want to feel joy.
But how do you make the jump from annoyed to something that feels better? we're asking you. You paid your money, and here we are asking you. You tell us, how do you move from annoyed to something that's less annoying?
A little step at a time. So feel a bit better. Instead of feeling annoyed, just feel a little bit inconvenienced.
So you find something that's less annoying.
Yeah.
So what annoyed you to begin with?
Ooh. Could be many things. I'm on the spot here. Pick one.
Pick one. Pick anything
one.
that's annoying.
Money.
So you're annoyed at not having enough money. Pick something else. You see, this is really a good example because this is what happens to so many. You have very little awareness of what you're doing vibrationally until you have a manifestation. And then the manifestation gets your undivided attention, and then you feel all locked in with it. Then you're just having observational responses to the manifestation. So that's why you don't feel like you can be a deliberate creator. It feels like you're just a responder to what's going on. And so when we say you got to get out ahead of the manifestation vibrationally, so you say clearly, logically, conceptually, I must have been annoyed at some things. Is there anything in my world that is higher on the emotional scale than annoyance? In other words, I'm not only annoyed, as you say, there are other factors in my life experience. Is there anything that feels better than annoyance that you could focus upon, that is happening on a pretty regular basis in your life experience?
Well, there'd be many things I could focus
For
on. For
example?
Loving my beautiful woman.
All right. Does she annoy you?
No.
So tell us about that. Focus there.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's just beautiful. It's just awe-inspiring.
Yeah?
It's heaven on earth.
Yeah?
It feels just so loving and beautiful and creative and nurturing, caring, sharing.
All right, so these are all really good words. Give us some detail about something.
In that relationship?
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for it, and it came to me.
And what is it about it that you like so much?
I wasn't looking for it, and it came. It's just so beautiful. There's a giving of oneself without even expecting, without expectation.
You were asking for it, or it could not have come. But in the time of it coming, you weren't beating the drum of the question. And so, are you telling us that you had let it go?
Yes,
that it
absolutely.
was a desire? It was a desire that you had let go of?
Absolutely.
And so then it came?
That's exactly how it happened.
And so...
So I'm not getting... So I'll hear it on the tape, on the CD, so I'll pick it up. Yeah,
well, we are very tricky. So now, in this conversation that we're having, you've distracted yourself from annoyance by talking about this beautiful woman.
Yes.
And as you activate that vibration within you and you keep it active, there's no annoyance anywhere in your vibration. And so now your vibration, your wheel, you're on an entirely different wheel. And if you manage to stay there for a little while, then law of attraction will bring something more like it to you. So what else is like that? What else that you're living falls into the category of that? What other things are a vibrational match? What other things are jumping onto your wheel with you now that you've activated that and stayed there for 68 seconds? What else comes to mind?
Oh, I see. Good health, or the clearing up of the eyes.
But don't jump right there first, because that'll spin you off in the bushes.
Right.
So what else?
More fun and joy in my life.
For example?
Going for a long bike ride.
The long bike ride, where do you go? How long?
Oh, a few hours.
And how do you feel in your body? What does that feel like?
Exhilarating.
And how often do you go?
Not often enough.
When you go...
When I have been going, I'd go 2-3 times a week.
What else? So you have a beautiful woman, you have this bike ride. What else?
I've got a beautiful life, living in a beautiful place, a beautiful view, fresh air, great relationship.
All right, now as you focus there, can you feel the difference in the annoyed wheel that we had going on and this one that he's got going on? Isn't it easier to stay there now than it was in the beginning?
Yes.
In the beginning, you were sort of tongue-tied.
Yes.
We could hardly get anything from you, and now you're already spinning there. So now stay there a little longer, and let's practice this vibration, because this is grid building. This is what practicing your vibrational point of attraction is. And you have endless options, as you kept pointing out. Your life is varied. There are many aspects of things that you could focus upon. You could focus upon your life. You could focus upon someone else's. You could focus upon something that you're watching on television. And in everything that you choose, you can feel your vibration moving up and down the emotional scale. But when you consciously decide that this is where you want to vibrate, and you stay there long enough that then the grid starts filling in with more and more ideas. In other words, we could be silent here, and we believe that you could rampage on the beauty of your life experience. And if you were doing that on a consistent basis, can you see how, without even being aware of letting go of something, you are letting go of all of those lower vibrations? Because you can't vibrate here and here at the same time. It's one or the other. So you said something about the vibration that is carried over. And we want to make it really clear that no vibration is carried over, but your propensity for where you are vibrating is about the habit that you've had going on. But there is no one who could not move into the higher vibrational realm within a day or two with very small effort, once you understand that you are vibrational beings. And once you understand that your emotions are the key to this, you see. It's much easier than we are making it out to be. It is natural for you to feel good. And we know, because you are observational creatures, and because there is so much to observe around you, and because law of attraction knows where you are and is giving you more to observe that's right where you are, that sometimes it feels like you don't have control over your thoughts, but you do. People say to us, Abraham, it doesn't feel like I'm thinking my thoughts. It feels like my thoughts are thinking me. And that's because law of attraction is responding. Also, when things are happening, often it feels like they're happening to you. That's why you said to us, it is not true, but that's why it felt like it was what was going on when you said, I wasn't even looking. This is something that just happened to me. And we say, everything happens to you because your grid is filling in response to what you are putting out there. Nothing is happening to you. You are inviting every bit of it, while you may not be aware that you are inviting it. Because sometimes those habitual thoughts are so normal, they are so practiced that you don't even realize that you're doing it. It is our promise to you, though, after the demonstration of these wheels, that you will never again find yourself on some sort of a rant and not realize that it's just law of attraction giving you exactly what you've been asking for every single time. And that no matter what, and no matter what the condition, no matter how far you've gone into the manifestation of it, there is never a place from which you cannot return to a higher, better feeling vibration every single time, once you know this.